Hi everyone, Michael Anfield here, and thank you for joining me on my channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I want to discuss today about how to, well, today's another gardening tip, and I want to discuss to people how to revive the soil. So let's say you have a home or you have an apartment and you just don't have good soil. Well, there's two things that you can do that I did discuss in the past, but how do you do it when you're in an apartment? How do you do it when you're in, well, when you're in a place where it may not be possible or you don't think it's possible to create the best soil possible? Now, if it's if it's only possible to buy soil from the store, then that's what you must do. But you can add things to that soil in order to make it richer and better. So what you will do basically, and this will take some room, a little bit of room, and this will take a little bit of time. So don't think that it's going to be, overnight. It might take 6 months to a year to start to, um, you know, do the workings of this system. And some people might not like this system, but vegans especially will like this because, well, first of all, that's why it's called veganic gardening, because we don't use any animal inputs, we don't use animals on the land whatsoever. So I'm going to be talking specifically about apartments and what you can do to make a system for yourself in the apartment. Now, you can have a small little composter, okay? You can buy those anywhere or you make your own. It's very simple to make your own compost, and you leave it somewhere where, because you might get a little dirty, so leave it somewhere where you can, maybe the balcony, or if you don't have a balcony, maybe some storage space or something that you can keep it there, preferably somewhere cool. So have the compost, break up the compost as much as you can, mix it in with soil, okay. And what you want to do also is have a bucket, and you want to make a compostable toilet. Okay, so this is going to be something. Compostable toilet can be very small. Okay, it could be like, I don't know, foot or 2 feet wide. As long as you have a hole in there, a big enough hole for the bucket, and you have somewhere to, so you can sit. You can either sit or you can squat, and squatting is preferable. So you just basically three pieces of wood, one on top and two on the sides. Hit some nails or screws better, and that's all. You put the bucket where the hole is, simple, and you do your pooping, okay? Your excrement, you defecate in there, and you get the humanure. Humanure is one of the best things in conjunction with composting, and you have to wait. I'm not sure how long you have to wait, but it's at least 6 months again to a year. Mix it in with the compost little by little, and you'll get a rich, really rich soil. Okay, really, really rich soil. Don't add any worms because if it's indoors, then it can cause a lot of problems. So do not add any worms to it. Some people do, but don't add any worms to it. If it's an outdoor system and you have some way to garden outside, then yes, you can use a little bit of worms. Worms will just naturally go in anyways. Um, and then of course you can have a bigger compost, and you can have um, your outdoor compostable toilet. Urine you also want, and you should put urine, like just urinate into a container every few days and just pour it onto your plants. That's it, basically. Pour it onto your plants. If you want, you can have a spray bottle for some of your more delicate and starter plants, and that's the best method. That's the best way. And some people might think like, oh, the compostable toilet will smell in the apartment. No, not if you have sawdust. Sawdust is the best. So what you do is when you go to the washroom, you just put 1 or 2 cups of sawdust or 1 or 2 handfuls of sawdust in there, spread it around, and it's, first of all, vegans don't smell as bad, especially if you're raw vegan. And secondly, when you put the sawdust, it'll even mask the smell even more. And also have a lid over it as well, or some kind of cover over the hole, so that it's protecting it even more. Okay, and you don't want, of course, things to fall in to it. Now, let's say you have a really small place and you don't have room for these things. Find a room, find a way, because this is the best method. If you just buy soil from the store and you add commercial fertilizer, it's not going to work. So you need to know how to do it properly. It's possible to do anything nowadays. It's really possible. There's no excuses. It's possible to create a system that, um, a gardening system and food that adds nutrients back. But the best thing to do is just one day go to nature, collect the soil. You don't need to buy soil from stores. Collect the soil from nature somewhere and bring it back home with you. There you have soil, you know. You have natural soil from nature. Now, if you live somewhere in the city, downtown areas or wherever, and you don't have these facilities to go, you know, there's always a way. People always make excuses. Maybe you gotta travel little ways away. Maybe you gotta, whatever the case may be. You have to do it, you have to do it. But it's worth it because you have the best quality. Nature provides the best quality soil, and you can even add more nutrients to it with human manure, not animal manure, but human manure, urine, and is the best method. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.